So, let's talk about the other piece of news that I wanted to discuss, and I think NHL fans will be very interested to read this, and that is the news that Jaromir Jagr is supposedly suiting up for HC Kladno for another season of play at 48 years old, Chris Gadsby. 48 is the age of this man. He just doesn't want to stop playing hockey, and I love it. Now, this is an article written by Swiss Habs, so whether it's guaranteed for sure, I'm not 100% sure, but we'll take their word for it. I have seen several other articles suggesting that Jagr has been training with the team. So, according to Kladno teammate, who is a former NHLer that a lot of Montreal Canadiens fans will recognise, Thomas Plekanec, he confirmed supposedly to TVA Sports that, quote, Jaromir should start playing again soon. He skates with the team. And as I know he should be playing soon, he's 48 years old, he could play until 50 years old. I really believe it. He loves hockey too much. If he doesn't have a major injury, he'll hang on. At 48, he'll not be the best player in the league, but a good player. He will still score power play goals. He's still having an impact. He's in good physical condition, and he's still going strong in puck protection. So basically, there's been some rumours as to whether Jaromir Jagr would play with the team, and by the sounds of it, his new teammate, fellow countryman Thomas Plekanec, has all but confirmed it to TVA Sports to say, look, he's been training with the team for a little while. He shows no signs of slowing down anytime soon. It's important to mention that Rytiri Kladno of the Czech League 2 is where they're playing at the moment, so that's why his team hasn't showed up on a lot of our standings and everything. It's important to mention that he owns the team. He's the majority owner. I believe he owns 70% of Rytiri Kladno. Yeah, 70%. So he owns the team, he manages the team, so he's not just playing for the team, he's the general manager. I don't think he's the coach, although it wouldn't surprise me knowing how much this guy loves hockey. But Chris, the news that Jaromir Jagr still hasn't put his hockey career to an end. He's going to suit up in the Czech Republic League 2. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, he just doesn't stop, does he? I mean, he's well over. He's well over like 2,500 points in his career now, and he's won so much.
Yeah.
World Championships, Olympics, Stanley Cups, all the rest of it. And I think, as long as he feels he can keep playing, I mean, if you look at his stats from 1920, 29 points in 38 games, he's not really slowing down.
No, it's going to be really interesting to see how he plays this season. Will there be any injuries? Because he is getting on a little bit and his body's starting to go like, oh, Jaromir, you want to keep doing this any longer? I thought we were going to get some rest now. You're almost 50. But yeah. I think the fact that, like you mentioned, Jaromir Jagr's career has been such a fascinating one. And there's been a lot of comparisons, obviously, to the late, great Gordie Howe, obviously, Mr. Hockey. The fact that he came back to the NHL when he was 50. He obviously played in the WHA for a long time, which is vastly different in terms of skill level, I would imagine, to the Czech League 2. So whether people are thinking, oh, when Jagr's 50 years old, he's going to return to the NHL and return to Pittsburgh or one of the other teams, I'd put a pin on that if I were you. Let's manage expectations. I would highly doubt that he's going to return to the NHL at this point. If he did, I wouldn't complain. It'd be great to see him again. But the fact that he spent so long in the NHL, like you mentioned, scored so many points, basically went down in history as one of the best players to ever play the game in the NHL. He also took a several-year hiatus to the KHL, played very well over there as well, and now he's gone back to the Czech League for what feels like the last half a decade now, although it hasn't been that long as far as I'm aware, but it feels like it's been that long. It just goes to show how lengthy his career has been and how successful his career has been.
This will be his third season, but he then went on loan a bit, so kind of 3.5.
Yeah, so it's interesting that it feels like it's been longer that he's been there, but at the same time it feels like he left 2 minutes ago. He's just been such a presence in the National Hockey League for such a long time and been such a strong player. You just look at his career and go, only Jaromir Jagr could have a career like that. And you know what? I absolutely love it. I love the fact that at 48 years old, he's like, I've still got something left to give to this sport on the ice. He could easily sit there and be a majority owner in Kladno and sit there and kind of help with the business decisions, kind of take a backseat role. If this guy could play hockey until he was 75 years old, in a retirement home, he would. And you know what? I absolutely love that. His body might not allow him, but his heart and his mind is I want to play hockey until I can no longer lace up the skates. And that's such a respectable thing, isn't it, Chris?
Yeah, I think so. See, everybody, feels in themselves when they want to stop. He's clearly, obviously still involved in hockey. Even when he does stop, he's an owner. But everybody has their different goals in life. But yeah, being 48 and still playing ice hockey at a competitive level is something quite remarkable.
Something to behold. So we wish nothing but the best for Jaromir Jagr this season. We hope he has a great year. Maybe he could try and go a point per game again and get ready for season number 49 years old, or season number 10 million on his list of seasons he's been playing professional hockey. So it's going to be an interesting story to keep an eye on. So, let's have some fun with it.